Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be building an AI-powered customer support bot using GitHub's GPT-4o model. This chatbot will not only answer generic questions, but will also respond to product-specific queries, automatically adjust its tone based on the user's input, and provide a natural conversational experience. If you're into AI, machine learning, or building cool software tools like this one, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more awesome content. Here's a quick look at the AI customer support bot in action. Users can ask questions like, "What's the price of the laptop?" or say things like, "I have an urgent issue with my order," and the bot will respond accordingly. It even detects the tone of the message, switching between a helpful, empathetic, or urgent tone based on the query. Pretty cool, right? Let's break down how we can build this from scratch. First, let's start by taking a quick look at the project structure. We have three main files. Customer support bot.py. This contains our main Python code. Index.html, the front-end template that renders the chat interface. Style.css. This handles the styling of the chatbot interface. We'll walk through these files step by step. Before we start coding, make sure you have all the necessary packages installed. In our project, we're using Flask for the web app, OpenAI API to access GitHub's GPT-4o model, .env to securely load our API keys. Here, we've imported Flask to create the web app and OpenAI to interact with the GPT-4o model. We also use .env to securely load our API key from the .env file. Now, make sure you add your GitHub token to the .env file like this. Next, we'll load the environment variables and initialize the OpenAI client with the token and endpoint for GitHub's GPT-4o model. This allows us to interact with the GPT-4o model by sending user queries and receiving responses. Now, to make our chatbot smarter, we'll include product and business data that the bot can refer to when answering user queries. For simplicity, we'll use a Python dictionary to store information about our products. With this data, if the user asks about the laptop, the bot will return product details like the price, features, and availability. We don't want every response to sound the same, right? To make the bot feel more human, we're going to detect the tone of the user's message and adjust our response accordingly. For example, if the user says something urgent like, "I need help immediately," the bot will respond in a more urgent tone. If the user has a problem, the bot will be empathetic. Here's how we detect the tone based on the keywords in the user's query. The bot will dynamically switch between helpful, empathetic, and urgent tones. Now it's time to combine everything and call the GPT-4o model to generate responses. The bot will take the user's question, check if it relates to a product, and send the final query to GPT-4o. Here's the function that handles the query processing. Here, the bot checks if the user's message matches any product keywords. If it does, the bot adds the product information to the question before sending it to GPT-4o. Next, let's set up the front end for our chatbot. We'll build a simple chat interface using HTML and style it with CSS. Here's the structure of index.html. This is the chat box, the main area where messages from both the user and the bot are displayed. And this is an input field and a send button where users can type in their questions. When the user clicks send, the message is sent to the backend using a fetch request, and the chatbot's response is appended to the chat box dynamically. And here's the style.css to give it a clean look. Now let's set up the Flask app that will run the backend of our customer support bot. The Flask framework will serve both our HTML front-end and API routes to handle user input. Let's walk through the code. Here, we're initializing the Flask app and specifying the templates folder where our index.html file is located. This folder contains all the HTML templates for our front end. Next, we define the route for our main page, which renders the chat interface. When a user visits the root URL, this route will serve the index.html file, which displays the chatbot interface. Now, for handling the interaction with the bot, we create a post API route that will receive the user's message, detect the tone, and send the message to the GPT-4o model. Here's what happens. The user sends a message through the chat interface. We receive the message and call our detect tone function to determine the appropriate tone for the response. We pass the user's message and the detected tone to the Ask Customer Support function, which gets the response from the GPT-4o model. Finally, we send the model's response back to the front end in JSON format. Finally, we start the Flash server. This runs the app locally in debug mode, so we can test it on localhost 5000. Now that the backend is ready, let's run the app and see the chatbot in action. To run our app, we simply execute the customer support bot file. Once it's running, you can open your browser and access the chatbot at localhost 5000. And that's it. We've built an intelligent AI-powered customer support bot using GPT-4o model. It detects user tone, provides product-specific responses, and gives a human-like conversational experience. This chatbot is perfect for e-commerce stores, SaaS companies, or any business looking to automate customer support while still maintaining a human touch. The best part is you can easily extend this further. You could integrate it into a website, connect it to an actual customer service API, or even build a chatbot interface using tools like Flask or React. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Hit that notification bell for more AI-powered project tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.